Sunday the 13th of April, and I thought I'd take you through what I eat in a day on my Mounjaro journey, and trying to prioritise protein and looking more at fibre now as well. So for breakfast, I'm having my usual yogurt and raspberries, but instead of granola, I'm having a mixture of seeds. So I've got 10 grams of pumpkin seeds, 15 grams of chia, and 10 grams of sunflower seeds as well. So I've mixed them all up, weighed them all out, and I've got them in my little pot that I used to put my granola in, and I think this is how I will be measuring them from now on. I'll weigh them and put them in here. I may even weigh them out early and put them into little bags, but this little tub's really handy. I want to see if I can get some more of these actually, and then I can just stack them up, get them. Preparation's key, isn't it? I love being prepared, so if I can have that ready for the week, I'm on a winner. So yeah, at the end of the video, I will be putting all the nutritional info. Thanks everyone who commented on my last video about whether I should give Nutracheck a try or stick with MyFitnessPal. I've downloaded Nutracheck last night and I've started filling that in this morning as I've gone along prepping my breakfast. So I'll see how it goes this week, but so far so good. It looks really, really good. Back to breakfast. I'm having my usual protein yogurt, the Graham's, and this is the strawberry flavoured one. And I only had frozen raspberries. I forgot to get fresh ones yesterday. So I've got 40 grams of frozen raspberries as well. So I'll get all this together and then I'll show you what it looks like. And I'll let you know what it's like having seeds instead of granola. My main reason for that was granola's got sugar in it. I know you can get ones with lower sugar in, but there's so many health benefits to having the seeds. They're full of protein and they're the good fats that our body needs. So yeah, I'm going to give the seeds a go for the time being, but like I say, I'll let you know how I get on. Stick it all together. Okay, so that's it all mixed together. It looks like some sort of weird pink porridge, but lumpy porridge. But what I usually do if it's frozen raspberries that I've used is I crumble them up, mix it all in, and then I've put the seeds on where I would normally have the granola. So yeah, this should be interesting. I don't know whether there's too many seeds in there, but yeah, we'll see. And I've got a nice big bottle of juice as well to go with it. Breakfast was really, really lovely actually. I really enjoyed having the seeds. The reason I always had granola with my yogurt and berries was because I like a bit of crunch, and I got that with the seeds. So I think that is the way going forward that I'm going to do that. And the amount of seeds I had seemed okay. So yeah, I have already portioned out, ready to take to work. I usually have my breakfast at work, so that's ready for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hungry now. My hunger cues are still definitely working and I'm ready for some lunch. So I'm gonna knock up, it's basically like a quesadilla. So low carb wrap, some of the barbecue chicken that I got yesterday, if you caught my food haul, and shopping haul, there was food and other bits. And I'm gonna have some of the mild and melting, it's mozzarella and cheddar mix basically. I'm gonna have some of that. And then what I do is I put those in the wrap, burrito style, wrap it up, or quesadilla. And then I'm gonna stick it in the air fryer and I'm gonna have some salad to go with it. So I will show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And yeah, it's one of my favourite lunches. It's delicious, and sometimes I even get the wrap ready. We've got an air fryer at work, so I sometimes have this for my lunch at work. But yeah, I will show you as I'm doing it. Okay, so I've portioned out 30 grams of cheese and 80 grams of the chicken, so that's half of the pack of chicken. And it's literally just a case of putting it all in the wrap. I'm going to rip these up a bit, just makes it easier when you're eating it. Lots of protein. And then sprinkle on the 30 grams of cheese, which as you can see is loads actually. And then I just wrap it up like you would a burrito. And I'm just going to double check the timings on here. So yeah, I'm going to stick it in the air fryer on 180 for about 12 minutes is that? Yeah, as long as the chicken's piping hot. So yeah, I'm going to go and pop that in the air fryer. Actually only took about 8 minutes. I forget sometimes that it's quicker in the air fryer, but that is absolutely piping hot. I've no worries that the chicken isn't hot enough. And what I'll do is I'll grab a knife and I'll cut it in half and show you. See it, well, I'm sure you can hear it's nice and crispy on the outside. And then that's the inside, nice and gooey and gorgeous. Oh, it's dripping a bit. That's not the best for video, is it? But never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy this. Let me just pull you up again. I'm gonna go and enjoy this. And as you can see, I put the salad on there as well, a nice big portion of salad. And yeah, that's lunch, guys. I'm gonna grab some kitchen roll because it looks like it's gonna drip everywhere. I think that's sort of the juices from the cheese and stuff. So yeah, I will soak that up with a bit of kitchen roll. But honestly, this is one of my favorite lunch ideas ever. It's delicious. And if you love a quesadilla or a burrito and that kind of thing, you'll love this. I think I mentioned earlier, but I am doing Nutracheck. Well, I'm giving it a try this week. So I will put everything in my Nutracheck app and I will show you everything, the nutritional information at the end. But yeah. Little one's back from his dad's now and we're having fish and mushy peas for tea. So it's just a bird's eye battered fillet. If you follow me for a while, you'll know I'm not a big seafood eater, but I do like sort of battered cod or breaded cod, even though I think this is pollock, but you get the gist of what I mean. And then I've just got it with mushy peas. I don't eat chips. My son doesn't eat chips, so it's not something I ever have in the house, or potatoes in general. So yeah, and I'm just realising my plates are so massive. He just come in, I think he was wondering, was I talking to myself? But yeah, because he's already started on his and I'm going to go and join him. But what I was saying was my plates are that massive. It looks like a tiny little portion, but it's not. It's a full fish and one of the pots of the Harry Ramsden mushy peas from Iceland. And yeah, I'm going to put some vinegar on. I never add salt to anything, so I won't putting any salt on. But yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy this. At the end of these videos, I do like to go through the nutritional value, especially while I'm sort of tracking my protein and now tracking my calories and my fibre as well. That's why I have listened to a lot of you guys and uploaded the Nutracheck app. So all gone really well today. I'm going to do the 7-day trial anyway and then see how I feel after that. But I think it's 20 odd quid for an annual subscription to it. So I think it might be worth looking at. Pretty impressed with it so far. It does seem better than MyFitnessPal. So what I'll do is I'll go through breakfast, lunch, dinner and any snacks. And while I'm doing that, I'll look at the calorie and the protein. I can't see here where I see the fibre, the fibre content, but I will do a sort of overall view of the day because I know where to find that, and we'll look at the fibre content there. But still get my head around it, guys. I'll just take it from here for now. So breakfast was my yogurt, berries and the seeds, and that came to 373 calories and 33.3 grams of protein. My lunch was the wrap with salad, and that came up to 369 calories and 35.5 grams of protein. And then for my dinner, or my tea as I like to call it, I had my fish and mushy peas, and that came out at 394 calories and 19.6 grams of protein. So through the day, I've had 4 cups of coffee made with skim milk. So that's come out at 48 calories and 4.8 grams of protein. And the only other thing I've had is a half a grenade bar. So I've actually left it here to show you. So it's the Oreo White, one of the ones I picked up from Home Bargains yesterday, and I've literally just had half of that. So I was so close to my calorie amount and I was so close to my protein amount, but I was just shy of both of those. So I thought, I don't really want a full bar, and half a bar should take me to where I want to be, and I feel fine with that. I feel full. I feel like I've had a good day of eating. So we'll go on now to the overall for the day. So just before I do that, actually, so when you first, if you haven't got Nutracheck or used it before, when you first log into it and set up your account, it asks for obviously your gender, it asks for your height, and it asks for your weight. It asks if you're trying to lose weight and what your goal weight is, and it also asks how much weight per week you're looking to lose. So I obviously put in that I'm female, I'm 5'3", and I am currently 11 stone 8. I want to get down to 10 stone, which is my goal at the moment, but that could change. And I want to lose a pound a week. And so it's come up with that I should be having a calorie intake per day of 1,340. So that's where we are with that. And then if we look at the overall for the day, so calorie wise, I've hit 1,300. So I'm just 40 calories short. And I think that's pretty good, because this isn't a exact science. When I put this information into the app, for example, the coffees, I could have had more calories than what's down there because maybe I've had more milk than what's down, that type of thing. So it gives you sort of a little bit of a I can't think of the word, buffer. Gives you a bit of a buffer, that 40 calories. Fat wise, I've had 49.1 grams and I've had 13.9 grams of saturated fat. So yeah, I've had 100.8 grams of carbs, which I think is fine for me. So I think what this is basically saying is I could have afforded to have, that again, but I'm not a sort of carb heavy person anyway. So like I said earlier, I don't really do potatoes, I don't eat chips or anything like that. So normally with me it would be bagels, wraps, pittas, flatbreads, that kind of thing. But and obviously I've had the wrap today. And then my sugar is 28.3 grams. My fibre, so I'm looking at, I want to be having between 30 and 35 grams. I'm just short of that. I've had 29.8, but you know what? I think that's better than what I would normally have. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. And then my protein. So I think this has me down at having 60 grams from what I can work out. But I aim for 100 to 120 grams of protein. So I'm kind of saying that's a win for me because I've had 103.4. And then salt, it's 3.61 grams. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with that for the day. And yeah, I think I'll carry on with Nutracheck and see how it goes for the rest of the week, and then probably will sign up to it. I don't want to be tracking calories forever, but I do think it's going to be a beneficial tool to get me where I want to be. I definitely don't think I was eating enough fibre. I had started to track protein, but I think when you're tracking things like protein and fibre, it just makes sense that you're tracking your calories as well. I'll just see how I get on with it, because I have had times in the past where calorie counting's just got too much for me, and got too into it, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say the word obsessed, but yeah, and I'd be jumping on and off scales all the time, and I just don't want that bad attitude with food. So I'm just using it as a tool to get to where I want to be, to help me educate my brain, get into the healthy lifestyle that I want, so that one day I can come off these meds. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go, guys. It won't harm to give it a go, and we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, so that is Sunday night's video done and dusted. I am doing an upload every day in April, if you don't already know that. So I will be back tomorrow with a sort of midweek update to let you know how the 7.5 is going and how I'm feeling after my gain this week. And then, yeah, I will be back again on Tuesday. And then from there until the end of the week, I will be on every day. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. There's still plenty of people out there that watch my videos but aren't subscribed. And please drop comments below and like each other's comments, get involved in talking to each other, because we've got an amazing community here. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.